Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Parker Group Live. Today we are here with rockstar attorney Erica Wolfe of Wolfe Associates. So thanks for joining us. And we wanted to talk about something that is just breaking right now. So it's really a new development in the real estate industry in Delaware. And it's a change to the capital gains tax. And this will affect people that are moving out of the state of Delaware or people that live out of the state of Delaware and are purchasing a property here maybe as a second home.
Sure. So there's been a change in a commonly known form known as the 5403. This is a form that is required that's submitted along with the deed in order for the deed to get recorded. So it's a mandated document in the transaction process. Typically what happens now is people who are moving out of state or selling their property fill out the form, and we don't make any type of capital gains tax determination. We fill out the form and say, you're going to speak with your accountant, you'll figure it out later, you'll pay whatever tax is appropriated at that time. But the Delaware state legislator has come down and saying that this is no longer going to be sufficient. Effective July 1st of this year.
That's coming up.
Right around the corner, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But as of right now, effective July 1st, if you are selling property within the state of Delaware and you are moving out of state or you are not considered a Delaware resident, so maybe this is a second property that you are selling and you live somewhere else, in that particular circumstances, the Delaware state legislator is going to require that you meet with an accountant, you figure out what capital gains tax is owed, if any, that figure shows up on the actual closing disclosure, collected by the settlement attorney and paid at the time of transfer. They do things similar like this in Maryland currently, but this will be a brand new rule for the state of Delaware.
So people need to talk to their accountant first, right?
Yes, absolutely. So there is a little formula that indicates how you come up with the capital gains tax determination, considering what you bought the property for, your adjusted basis, and then other certain things that go into that equation. But that we really highly recommend that you consult with your accountant, figure out what that number is as early as possible, so we know that information before that.
We are not accountants.
No.
Even
I'm
Erica
not either.
is not an accountant.
So what happens? So let's go through the worst case scenario.
Sure.
So this person doesn't talk to their accountant and they show up to settlement and you have to run a formula that may not be so favorable, right?
Correct. So there's a little talk now about what's really going to happen.
Right.
As you mentioned, I'm not an accountant. I'm not really sure exactly what those rules are. So what they're telling us now is there's going to be a safe harbor rule for us as real estate attorneys or real settlement agents, that we would essentially collect the highest percentage possible, which in Delaware is a 6%. So we would collect the highest tax possible, pay that at the time of closing, and then it would be on the seller's responsibility to get with the appropriate people later on in the process to figure out if they're entitled to a refund and figure out how that works.
Yeah.
So the most important message is talk to a professional.
Yes.
Early as possible.
Yes. And I know you mentioned July 1st is the date now. Do we feel confident 100% that it's going to be July 1st?
I personally don't. The reason why I'm saying this is because the state has already been pushed back twice so far this year. We're also being told by the Delaware legislator that they're going to recreate this form to make it a little bit more user-friendly.
Okay.
So if you're on the computer now and you want to Google Delaware 5403, you can see what the current form looks like. It's a little convoluted. It's not the easiest form to understand. So we have asked the Delaware legislator if they would create a new form, maybe one with examples or formulas, a help phone number, hotline, try to give us some kind of help here about how this is going to move.
Right.
No one has seen that form yet.
Okay.
And there's also been some other little changes to the legislation that we know is going to happen but hasn't been enacted yet. So I don't think we're going to make it by July 1st, but you never know. They can make it.
They can surprise us.
Absolutely, they could.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. This is great information.
Course.
I know
Thanks for
people will be
having me.
interested in. So we look forward to many settlements in the future.
That sounds great.
Thanks,
Thanks all.
Erica.
Take care.